for the street for the zanga. The return of the microphone handler came back to set a new standard. More bread, more butter, more plata, more fanta, no coke, no ganja. So gifted that he must know Santa, no slander. Let him
to give you welcome and address Mr. Dipo Fatokuni, Director, Banking and Payment System Department, Central Bank of Nigeria. Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure indeed for us in Central Bank to be at this event. And more pleasurable it is for me to welcome you to this year's edition of Digital Pay Expo. Taking a look at the seasoned industry players, the facilitators, as well as the panelists as contained in the program, there is no doubt that we are going to have a very rich discussion looking at the topical issues that have been slated for discourse over the next 3 days. I must confess that I anticipate that the outcome of this year's deliberation will further enrich the payment system in Nigeria. It is indeed my pleasure, therefore, to commend the organizers of this effort at staging this well-packaged event and see it as a positive contribution towards supporting the initiative of the Central Bank of Nigeria in enhancing the national payment system and positioning it for usage, both domestically and internationally. I wish you a very fruitful deliberation, and I recommend that you use this opportunity also to network and enjoy the Expo.
Deputy Vice President, Product Marketing and Sales at Picatel. Ladies and gentlemen, with a very, very warm welcome. Please make on the podium, Jeff Dodd.
It's not necessarily regional, national, specific. The things that are currently up for grabs or being innovated upon are opportunities that are inherently global. So while the ideas may emerge locally or regionally, or even super-regionally, the ideas most likely are global in perspective. So this is important to keep in mind. In 2007, the first iPhone was launched. That was a groundbreaking day. Most of you guys remember Nokia. Most of you guys probably had a Nokia as your first phone, unless you're a millennial, in which case you probably didn't. Then you probably had a Samsung, or Huawei, or perhaps even an iPhone. But before that phone, the smartest phone in the market was a BlackBerry. And that was the BlackBerrys with the scroller on the side. They were excellent phones, by the way. I loved them. I used to love my BlackBerry phone. But what's interesting about this is that it started a whole new series of sectors. The first app store. Like, it's incredible to think that before this phone launched, and it doesn't seem that long ago, getting an app onto a phone was difficult. Building an app was even worse.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're in for a fantastic time in the next 3 days, today, tomorrow, of course, on Thursday. Now, we moved on very swiftly, but before we do, I'd like to invite our other speakers to join Mr. Dog on stage to prepare to give their speeches. All right, ladies and gentlemen, please, I'd like to ask you to help us. We'll make very welcome Mr. Adebi Awomolawo here on stage. Please.
more bread, more butter, more plata, more fanta, no coke, no ganja. So gifted that he must know Santa, no slander. Let him hail his reign, more banter. Them a wonder, them a panda. How a short black boy came conquer. From a leg of his Benz to a Honda. To a
so as far back as 2005, I would say ATMs were about the next big thing in those days. And from our last speaker, we can see that the world has decidedly gone mobile. So it means how we transact, how we do business has changed over the years. I wasn't born in this era, but I learned about barter from my social studies. In those days, as we always been told, people traded by exchanging goods for services. I know about I heard about the oil for work deal of the federal government with Julius Berger and then a lot of other models. But in this present world, can you imagine doing business by trading with goods for services? It just doesn't make sense. For the millennials who like to live now live on the go, now, on demand. This just got it for them. So, with the advent of the web, we can say e-payments they've grown remarkably. So, fintechs are partners, we are not addressing the financial industry. On that note, thank you.
To the podium, Mr. Abuni Akinyemichu.
First, let's talk about the title. And I think the title beginning was Beyond Borders and Barriers, which has 3 B's. So in response to the 3 B's they gave me, I came up with 3 W's. And my 3 W's are what I call these 3 walls. So my story today is really going to be about these 3 walls. So first, I talk about myself. I'm most of my professional life was in the US. Started 3 different tech companies. Before I decided that, the opportunities in the US is not as exponential as the opportunity we have in Africa. So dropped everything to all of my business partners who were all, Americans, and said, hey, let's take this back to Nigeria. Let's take this back to Africa. Let's see how we can create exponential value. That was January 2011. So literally about 6 years into it, we've been able to, we've just finished phase 1 of that story. We've been able to create a bunch of fintech companies internally, about 5 of them. We've also been able to invest in about 15 fintech startups. Flutterwave is one of them. And we're now thinking about what does the future look like. And because of that, I think our perspective today, and my perspective today, will reflect a lot about, 1, the incredible opportunity that we're sitting on in Nigeria and Africa today. And I'm actually excited because I have my guys from the central bank here. So this is an exciting opportunity to actually be able to share some thoughts. And I know that they're already thinking about the future and thinking about how to position Nigeria in a very interesting way, especially the financial services sector. So, back to the 3 B's, beyond borders and barriers, and back to the 3 walls. The first thing is, I feel so privileged. I'm so excited because I was born at the right time. I feel like I spent my professional time in America at the right time. I feel like I came back to Africa at the right time because all the guys that will start coming now because of Trump, they will have to come and say hi to me to play in the fintech space. So I picked the right time, and I will still talk more about Trump because one of the W's it stands for the wall, the big wall that he wants to build. So we'll get there shortly, but the times are exciting.
Ladies and gentlemen, please make very welcome to the podium, Mr. Moru Hussein.
What you notice is between wholesale and the retail market. The retail market is growing at 13%. The wholesale market is growing at 10%. What that simply means is that is the sweet spot to play now. What is driving that also is that you notice that the population is increasing and there's better access to finance. So net, there's a 15% CAGR in terms of revenue pool growth. And basically that pool that also includes the 120 million Nigerians that are currently banked. What you notice, the screen is not so clear, but in 2014, I think the average price of a smartphone was $216. By 2016, that had dropped to $117. So definitely, you can see that there's a price reduction, and this should reduce further as we go ahead. Also, there's a proliferation of USSD and social handles. And for banks, most of us are rethinking our branching out strategy. We're cutting costs. In terms of channel cannibalization, as I said, there are a lot of fintechs playing in a lot of verticals in our businesses. The idea is to collaborate with them, not to compete with them. So what does this mean for the future of banking? The first thing is you must go where the growth is. Where there is growth, growth is in the retail sector. So you see SME 11%, consumer 13%, basically between 11 and 15%. On average, 13% CAGR between 2016 and 2022. You will either evolve or you die, whether you want to accept that or not. We can't keep on doing the same old thing the same way. So it's either you take the bull by the horn and go ahead with disruption, or you become extinct. And that is obvious in certain industries. Blockbuster, Netflix, Barnes and Noble, Kindle, Taxi, Uber has taken over. So it's either you are ready to move ahead with technology or you become extinct. If you look at it, like I said, when it was making that point, the most valuable companies in the world now are technology companies. And one thing I want to leave this page with, Uber is worth about 50 billion, between 50 and 70 billion, depending. All banks on the NSE in Nigeria today are worth 11 billion. That is 4.5 times. And Uber was started in 2009, so you can imagine the kind of value creation we've had in the last 9 years. What we must do as banks is we must integrate our value proposition around the customer. It must be customer-centric. Payments, credits, simplicity, reliability, convenience, everything must be around the customer, and the value proposition must be clean and directed at the customer. It's about the customer, what, where, and when. It's all about the customer. Now, what do we do in Wema? This is what we have done. We created Nigeria's first fully digital bank. And when I mean first fully digital bank, this is not an app with someone at the back tweaking stuff. This is an end-to-end, front office, mid office, back office, all fully digital. Right. What you see here, not too clear also, what we did was, our research was data-driven. What we did was we went out there, we asked the customers what exactly they wanted, where were the pain points. We came back in-house, and for 1.5 years, we designed this product for the market.
Ladies and gentlemen, please make very welcome Mr. Samson Aneke, who is the head transaction and electronic banking at Diamond Bank. Thank you very much.
The last speaker spoke about tomorrow's banking today. Now I'm asked to speak about tomorrow's banking. Do you understand? Just to show you how this thing works in digital world. Okay? So he's talking about living that tomorrow today already. And that's actually the truth. And that's the world where we're in now. You know, during my school days, when they say future, or they call you future leaders, you are looking at 20 years coming or 30 years coming. But when we talk about future in this generation, they live the next second. That's the truth. So that's where we find ourselves today. And the moment you don't acknowledge that, you are left behind. You know, there are two ways to go behind. You can take some steps backward and go behind. But you can start at the spot and everyone else will move. You are behind. Okay? So let's write. Just like I said, it's a concern to banks, the changing landscape. So everyone is grappling with the landscape that is changing, the innovations. They are coming too fast and very fast indeed. And then we talk about emerging technologies. My colleagues have done a good job, so I don't even need to repeat all those. But just sharing the framework I'm going to speak to. And then we talk about the customers. These days, everyone knows that you don't go and cook what you want to offer to customers. You start from the customer's point of view. They are taking cues, determining how you serve them. So it's not about what you have designed and what you have offered to the market. It's what the market wants and how they want you to serve them. And that is very key and very central to the bank of tomorrow. And then we talk about the threats. You know, my colleague talked about the banks getting scared about fintech industries and so on. I don't think it's so. we know that we can only coexist. And anyone that wants to get the strategy right can only ride on partnership that works. You can never do everything. If you know the amount of solutions in this space today, how many will you create? So those banks that know about creating, encourage them to create more. They will ground themselves. You look for partnership that works. The only place I want to moderate, which also comes to mind, is about central banks role. You can't tear down that wall. You know, for us as businessmen, we are looking at where we want to get to, what we want to make out of it, and so on. But their role, they are looking at the entire economy. They have the first call to protect the consumer. And in the fintech industry, you can flog any consumer. Just one careless mistake is gone. All his level of years. So you can imagine without CBN doing some things in that space, our people will one day shut down on you and your technology. So it's just moderation. Moderation. Okay, so last line tells you that you cannot simply sit and do nothing. Now, let's focus on what I said on my third item there. I'll just show you this slide so that we understand it better. You can imagine the beautiful design and effort the engineers, the architects put on this slide. Look at the design. This is the design. That's the apartment where guys are staying. You come this way, you take left and go to the apartment, or you go take right, go to the apartment. Wonderful, beautiful. They planted green grass in the middle. Beautiful, right? Now what's the user experience? That is it. That's the world where we exist. So it's not about what you want to offer. So these grasses, it was shoes like this that took them off. So probably in 5 years' time, the grasses will grow on those two designs. So that's what we face today. And that's why you can't just sit in your house and cook it and come out and say, we offer you this. Okay? Yes, I'll still talk about bank in 2020. I just managed to put 2020 because they told me I should speak about bank tomorrow. For me, my tomorrow, the next minute I drop the microphone, the next second is my tomorrow. Okay? But let's even go by 2020. So, what we need the banks in those states? I can speak even from my current function and tell you where we're headed. I am the head of the transaction and electronic banking. I sit at the heart of retail banking in Africa. Now, when we talk about retail, in the old sense, we, foolishly created a middle wall, corporate and retail. But those who understand the game know and have distilled even that corporate to mean retail as well.
Now, the next speaker we'll be bringing on stage is someone who we're very excited to have here with us this afternoon. We're excited that he's taking time out of his very busy schedule to grace this occasion because we definitely need to hear from him representing his organization. Ladies and gentlemen, he's the Deputy Governor, Operations at the Central Bank of Nigeria, and until his appointment as Deputy Governor, was an Executive Director, Chief Financial Officer of First Bank of Nigeria PLC. Ladies and gentlemen, please make very welcome the Deputy Governor, Central Bank of Nigeria Operations, Dr. Adebayo Adelanu. Please make you feel very welcome as he comes to the podium.
It is gladdening to witness the flurry of innovation in the payments ecosystem in Nigeria, as illustrated by the discourse anchored by enterprising and future-focused Nigerians this morning. This is gratifying to the CBN as we see growth in financial services, innovation, powered by the cashless policy, and our drive for a credible, reliable, and efficient payment system. Indeed, this expo is a veritable platform for appreciating how far we have come in transforming the financial services sector of Nigeria, and I congratulate the organizers once again, Intermark, for setting the stage for further realization of the possibilities that lie ahead of us as enunciated in the Payments System Vision 2020 and the Cashless Nigeria Drive of the Central Bank of Nigeria. Ladies and gentlemen, it may interest you to know that the bank did not just come with a vision of a cashless society with a view to joining the bandwagon or copying the latest global fad. This is a matter of global necessity rather than cosmetics. Our objective is enshrined in our desire and willingness to fast-track social and financial inclusion, stimulate productivity through access to finance, and engender integration to the emerging global financial system. Let me therefore seize this opportunity to take stock of the journey with a view to identifying success, review the challenges, and inspire the greater dreams that will hold us as a regional hub for financial technology innovation and the global leader in innovative financial services. The boom of e-commerce in Nigeria and its redefinition of markets for small and medium enterprises have been very encouraging. This is made possible by the efficient options of payments that have made commerce so seamless, especially for the digitally savvy youths of our nation. Even the banks have launched on with various marketplace platforms that is challenging regulatory thoughts on the role of banks in the new age. Indeed, the declaration of the CEO of India's Post Payments Bank that payment is the antithesis of banking aptly resonates with Nigerian bankers, and they are in a position to ensure that they leverage payments, innovation, and fintechs in keeping their business vibrant. The cashless Nigerian policy has therefore succeeded in creating competition and cooperation between the novel and the conventional, while the Nigerian populace and businesses are reaping the benefits. We cannot overemphasize these benefits, and they are never exhaustive, from security advantages to cost-saving implications to speed and ease of service delivery by banks. Permit me to take pride on behalf of the banking industry that the cashless policy did not only impact banking, as we all know this, but it has challenged our infrastructure providers, especially in the telecom space, to scale up and invest to provide the needed infrastructure for powering innovation in the financial services sector. Our demand in the financial services space has created a business case for the telecom industry to ramp up investments in the requisite platform. Within a decade, the digital divide, which was going to limit innovation in the financial service space, is fast fading, as internet penetration in Nigeria has rapidly grown from about 16% in 2009, just about 7-8 years ago, to around 53% in 2017. This is a great leap, driven by the demand for internet and mobile-driven payment services. We are therefore confident that we are getting closer to reaching more of the unbanked Nigerians with affordable financial services, which will positively impact their productivity and standard of living. Therefore, this is making us moving or edging closer to our financial inclusion objectives at the Central Bank of Nigeria. One more pertinent success that cashless policy has delivered is the ease with which Nigerians transact with the rest of the world on any payment channel globally. We led the way in securing card and internet payments by implementing the chip and pin technology across our payment platform. Within a year, and introduced instant payments in record time, a feat developed countries like the USA is still hoping to achieve. I think you should give us a round of applause. We can truly say we have revolutionized our banking and payment space innovatively. Kudos to the dynamic Nigerians in both the fintech and the banking space. Ladies and gentlemen, the Central Bank of Nigeria is not unaware of emerging challenges which we are meeting along the way of innovation. We acknowledge that business is at the speed of light, and our financial services innovators wish to get to market swiftly. We must, however, collectively agree that we owe our nation a commitment to innovate responsibly and tackle the challenges of cybersecurity, money laundering, and financing of terrorism and other risks that may be borne on the integrity of our financial system and erode public confidence. Innovation can provide a platform to take us further if we all agree on mitigating the peculiar risks it represents as we navigate uncharted waters. We must rethink the architecture of the emerging payment services ecosystem with a view to understanding roles and responsibilities of each player in the light of the dynamism that innovation infuses. Participants in the ecosystem must be willing to address new risks in the terrain which their innovations have extended their business. It is imperative that we become innovative in the ways we manage risk through technology. This must be done with the same passion with which we are evolving cutting-edge financial services. We know that the benefit is actually not exhaustible because it goes from reducing the incidence of fraud to ensuring efficient and speedy service delivery by the banks and the fintech companies. From now on, I believe you're going to see more effective regulation of fintech companies and less troubles with the card holders, the POS holders, and other ATM users.
Let's go. Yeah. Push your car down. Left, 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 left. Ha. Push it down full. Left, right, left, right, left, right. Ha. Big care. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. I would like to take you for a ride. I'll be your Superman. I'll take you to the sky. We're going to Yo, back with a banger. For the hood, for the street, for the zanga. The return of the microphone handler. Came back to set a new standard. More bread, more butter, more plata. More Fanta, no coke, no ganja. So gifted that he must know Santa. No slander, let him hail his reign, more banter. Them a wonder, them a panda. How a short black boy came conquer. From a leg of his Benz to a Honda. To a bird from the bridge he was under. The he do the Yahoo, the he landa. Now chicks full of bumper to bumper. See awards everywhere in the bunker. There's a track on that boss Willy Wonka. Yeah.
We didn't talk about, payments. We didn't talk about streaming of TV or video or whatever the case might be. And in that 10 years, the world has dramatically changed. And because of these technology advances, consumer behavior has changed as well. What is really interesting about iPhone and the launch of the first iPhone 10 years ago is it actually helped define what we today consider millennials. And we talk a lot about millennials, but I actually think that it's much more interesting to talk about the generation that's coming after millennials, the ones that are on the verge of growing up. We call them digital natives, which are the kids that don't understand how to read books, who only knows how to swipe, right to left or whatever the case might be. They have a completely different attitude, and it's going to be different. So the big chasm that we're seeing in financial services today and payments today and how difficult that is, imagine that only getting more advanced or more elaborate or a bigger chasm to cross when the next generation grows up?
When we are talking about tomorrow, people are looking at 20 years time or 10 years time. In my school days, when you say future leader, we are looking at 30 years time. But today, when you hear tomorrow, that's the next minute. Because things are happening with speed, with fast in this industry. So tomorrow might mean less than 1 year. If you check our industry, the landscape, between 2015, just 2 years apart, and now it has changed totally. I'm one of those that do not see fintech as a problem for the bank. I know some banks think their jobs are threatened because of fintech. It is not really so. What works in this day is efficient partnership. If you check the amount of solutions that are in place now in the industry, you will see that no bank can create all of them. So where you thrive is when you partner, when you strike partnership deals that work, where you can render efficient services riding on each other's back. It's important that people will know that you stand a better opportunity when you get 1% of something than 100% of nothing.
The industrialized world, I begin to move away from card-based. I want to go to an ATM and I find out that I don't have my card, but I have my phone and I have internet on my phone. I want to be able to use my phone to interact with the ATM and still make withdrawal. We are developing such software, that is why, we have that machine base here, because we know the banks are also here to be able to spread this news. The CBN Deputy Governor has been here. He has come to look at part of our solution. They are aware, and of course they're encouraging us.
As you very well know, Remita is a payments platform, and it's an evolving payment platform that represents the best of payments in this dispensation, meaning anything you can think of about payments at all, from the infrastructure point of view, from application point of view, from processes point of view, from collaboration point of view. Just think about payments across Africa. Remita has a footprint in that. Essentially, it's to make payments easy. Payments just become a way of life without thinking about it. If you think about that, that is Remita. When you talk about age and products, the honest truth is Remita is an evolving phenomenon. So if we were to put age behind it, it's going to look like it's an old thing. So Remita is not defined by how old it's been in the marketplace, it's defined by how new it continues to be every day. So Remita is dynamically responding to the payment environment in many more ways than you can think of.
For the club, for the street, for the studio. In my new crib, new car, new clothes. Same actor, different year, new pose. I'm a bad guy who knows shout guys.
Gentlemen, please. welcome on stage our keynote speaker in the person of Dr. Olayinka David West. Please make your applause resounding, make it welcoming, and appreciate our fantastic keynote speaker for tonight's award and the ceremony.
Your presence here demonstrates that the importance and relevance of payments in the economy and in Nigeria in general. But you know, this evening is really about relaxing, catching up with friends and colleagues. So I don't intend to inflict what we call death by PowerPoint. But I just want to simply share a vision, and I hope we can collectively share that vision together. How do we bring dignity to all Nigerian lives? For us in this room, it's about the pervasive and ubiquitous use of digital technologies by all Nigerians, especially in the financial services space. So that's my vision, that's my dream.
500,000 minutes. Fantastic, thank you very much indeed. Wonderful, give a 500,000 smile, thank you. Alright, thank you sir. Alright, and the first runner-up is Kitchen Kolo Naira this afternoon, the person of Patrick. As you all know, ladies and gentlemen, please let's appreciate the talent, the young talent, the leader in the marketplace, doing absolutely fantastic things. Patrick, and you all do. Thank you very much.
I don't get a lot, God do it.
Again, Patrick walks away with 500,000.
If you want for my hand, but God do it. If you want keep my joy, but God do it. I say anything and then God do it.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is Okutu hosting. Please give a round of applause. Now, hosting here is very passionate pitch. And this one in the heart of the panel of judges, and tonight he is crowned champion of the very first Black Cash FinTech South of the Left at the Digital Base. Thank you very much.
Let them try their luck, my God do it. No, my God do it. My Lord do it. Anything I do, that God do it. No, that God do it. No, that God do it. No.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sholo.
We believe in the opportunities here. We believe tomorrow here. That's why we are here, and that's why we have been here for the past several years. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to use this opportunity to say thanks to CBN and other regulators. I want to say thanks to our bank partners who choose to believe in NextGo and work with us. I'd like to say thanks to all stakeholders of this industry.
This evening, we presented findings from our research study where we looked at sustainable business models for digital financial services in Nigeria. And we're trying to say how can businesses serve the underbanked and the unbanked poor a little better. So we identified several activities that the ecosystem must embark on to ensure that we can reach the underbanked poor. One of them is we need to build scale, we need to build network effects, we need to increase the value of mobile payment systems by increasing the number of people on it. We need to build sustainable models in terms of either having focused models or specialist models where they can actually reduce industry frictions in general. We need to make it cheaper for people to use it, and by doing that we can also drop down the cost. And that really means we need to drive the volumes through the market and through the business.
The event here in the last 3 days is about digital payment system and how it can improve the performance of Nigerian economy. The banking aspect of the Nigerian economy is a very key sector, and the policies are being put in place by government to ensure that payment system, the Nigerians that are underbanked, the Nigerian sector that are underbanked are actually served by some of these facilities. And the sector too is a very vibrant sector that can promote employment. The digital age can promote employment of the youth, and in such a way that the economy of the country can quickly come back can recover.
What the last 3 days have done is emphasize that the same way the program has grown from just being cards to digital in nature, the opportunities are vast. So it's a major improvement on the previous editions, and I think it's a welcome development, and it's been very successful.
Two people always need to interact: a merchant who has goods and services, and a card holder or a consumer who wants to consume goods and services. So whether it's you go to the tomato woman or you go to the alakpata, the man who is cutting meat, his interest is simple. He doesn't want to eat meat, he wants money. The person who wants to eat meat will come. When they meet together, something magical happens. It's called commerce. You exchange goods and services for cash, for payments. What we are trying to do is make that happen for every single Nigerian, so that it's not about where you are. It's not about being in Lagos or being in Port Harcourt or being in Abuja. In the hinterlands, in Igbora, in Iragbiji, in the north, in the west, in Port Harcourt, anywhere you are in Nigeria, there is something that you can use to make payments.
I'm delighted to be part of this event. It's my second year running attending this event, and I see every year, improved by every year. So I am very optimistic that it's achieved a lot. It's been able to educate Nigerians the more, and what we're also doing is also a further promotion of what this event is all about.
Excellency, the Minister of State for Budget and National Planning, Mrs. Zainab Ahmed, in the person of the Director Economic Growth for the Ministry of Budget and National Planning. Ladies and gentlemen, please make very welcome Mr. Kayode Obasa. Thank you very much, sir. I'll call out the names of the organization, and if I could please crave the indulgence of their representatives sitting here to come out to collect the award from Mr. Obasa. Thank you very much.
And I don't pay my rent, God do it. If you want for my hand, for God do it.
Digital Pay Expo 2017. Thank you, sir.
I say anything I do, not God do it. No, not God do it. No, not God do it, no. Anything I do, not God do it. No, not God do it. No, not God do it, no. I don't change my name to God do it. I no more, I don't buy more to God do it. They say my market no go sell, but God do it. And then me say I no go blue, but God do it. Then my brother, you can try them, but my God do it. No, my God do it. No, my God do it.
Thank you, sir.
Anything I do, that God do it. No, that God do it.
Important to note that the awards are given based on public presentation, so this is purely the public opinion.
You wake up, see today, and some God do it. Robbers, they rob, they don't see you, brother. They don't see you, my sister. Oh, yeah, better fast. God do it. No, that God do it. No, that God do it. Anything I do, that God do it. No, that God do it. No, that God do it, no. As now your wedding day, now God do it. And he don't tell where you be fine, but God do it. Till we go pop champagne today, God do it. And we go there dance, cause God do it. Anything you win, I God do it. And if you win the election, my brother, God do it. Like if you win the contract, my friend, I God do it. And if you check the countdown, my brother,
congratulations.
Welcome to yet another edition of Personal Jewelry on Ben TV.
And what we don't do is just to say that it's high time. We as Nigerians, we can pass the buck as much as we want, blame somebody else. And the sooner we realize that, the better for us.
There is an objective problem because Nigeria
thanks to the dollars who have governed for a long time.
What about those who manages the airline? Are we training them? The answer is no.
We established the concept of governance, of good governance, and just created a new society. And that's the evidence you see.
Nigeria is the fourth producer of cocoa in the entire world. Interestingly, Ondo State produces about 30% of Nigeria's output in terms of cocoa. We want to leverage on that.
We've seen ourselves taking quite a few things we made on ground to completion levels, initiating new areas, putting new things we intend to take to completion levels before the end of our term.
We reject jungle justice in its entirety. There is no place for it under the law, and whosoever participate or allowed jungle justice to be done around him will face the wrath of the law.
What brought you into politics and what are you doing presently in politics?
Well, I came into politics because I looked at the whole scenario and I found out that majority of the people are running away from politics.
All of those people responsible for pardoning the ministries, it will be difficult now for this group of people to feel that they'll be safe even if they pardon.
My brother, if you see the obscene amount of money that these governors are taking as security vote, you will win for this nation. That's another way of stealing Nigeria's wealth.
If we have so much religious institution, we have so much churches, we have so much mosque, who are the people going to all of these establishments? They are human beings. They are people that are working in the different parastatals that we are crying about. So that means the messages they are hearing in the churches and the mosques, they are not impacting their lives. There's something is wrong with the system.
I therefore pray for every woman watching right now for grace for you to rise up and be the best you can be for God, so you can be an influence in your community.
Prophecy is not to create panic or tension, but is to warn you against impediment due ahead of you.
Nigeria does not have a constitution. The constitution we have in this country is totally flawed.
They should go and treat Zaraki first before they start accusing any other person in the house.
He should be jailed, not even sacked.
Today, Mr. Barry, you've been very consistent in matters of public policy, and of course, we appreciate you for coming on our program today. Interesting program. Hope you enjoyed it like I enjoyed as well. Keep watching. Personal is Larry.